Welcome everyone to episode 27 of the Video Game Book Club. I'm Tubby Mora, and today I am joined by Soul Charizard, Nakuso, Shai Shen, and Mr. McMahon Meat. Say hello everyone again.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
What's
Hello.
up?
So this time around, we're going to be focusing on Forager. This game was nominated by me, and it was picked on the random generator for June 2022, Farming and Crafting Month. Forager was developed by Hopfrog, published by Humble Bundle, and was originally released on April 18th, 2019 for Steam. On Hopfrog's website, it reads, quote, Forager is an open-world adventure and exploration game inspired by The Legend of Zelda and more modern titles such as Terraria, Stardew Valley, and Minecraft. Players will be able to buy lands to expand and explore a vast world filled with secrets, puzzles, friendly characters, and foes. Craft interesting items, build and defend their bases, and learn powerful skills and abilities. The gameplay is filled with interesting progression systems and a really compelling core loop. This game is hard to put down once you start playing it. But that's how the website describes the game. How would everyone here describe the game? Question 1. Describe the game in one sentence.
Colonization in a pixelated world. Next.
An endless grind of foraging new items, making money, and taking quests while you forge your own path to victory. Next.
Forager is like a top-down version of Minecraft that is hopped up on adrenaline. It's very fast-paced, and it isn't long before you're monopolizing the world. Next.
It was like a small-scale survival game with like a satisfying farming and crafting system while playing as a little marshmallow man who has the spirit and energy to destroy the entire world.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay. So I said Forager is a fast-paced, action-packed farming survival craft that is so good that the only lore that the game needs is the epic story of the developer.
Nice. Beautiful.
Oh, shit.
But you looked into that, right, Shai-Shen? Or did you ever
Wait, what?
look into the extras of the game? That's like one of the first things you unlock is how the game was developed.
It's
With like the little
first
postcards
extra.
at the end?
Yeah, the
Okay,
story. Yeah. Good job, man. You made it. It was looking grim, but you stuck to it and gave birth to Forager.
Oh.
So, you good? That's it?
Next.
All right. So what platform did you play the game on? And briefly describe your playstyle towards the game.
I played on the Game Pass on the PC. And my gameplay I wasn't sure at first, so I went wild on it until I find out how to go around this. And I realized since it's more money based, I tried to find out ways like gather more money so I can like expand my territory and begin like getting new items and stuff to improve on my survivability and exploration. Next.
I played the game on the Xbox Game Pass and I played with a mouse and keyboard. For the first few hours, I really just gathered resources, since these types of games you usually want to grab resources, and then after that I tried to figure out the best ways to make money. I didn't really aim for a goal besides that at the beginning, so it was mostly just money, material, and seeing how the game works. It's kind of funny at the start, for some reason, because I went to this game completely blind. I thought you had to like craft those logs and like go to a new land manually, until I like learned that you can actually zoom out with your mouse and
to purchase the land. Yeah.
So for like the first like 20 minutes, I was like wondering, why am I not reaching anywhere? And then it's like I realized, oh wait, you actually can just buy land itself, and that made a lot more sense.
Yeah, this is one of those games where it's just like you definitely want to just take your time, experiment, see what works. Like for the longest time, I didn't even know how the vault works. Like I thought it was just like a storage where you have to manually go in there every single time, but no, you can get to the point where as you're crafting stuff like wood and ore, it'll automatically just populate in the vault and you can actually use those materials from anywhere in the world. Like that was game changing, and I didn't find that out until like midway through the game.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, "What?
Yeah.
This vault is stupid. Why would I ever invest in this?" And then I was like, "Wait a second, no way." That's cool. I like
This is
this.
the one where it's one of those skills, right, that you had to purchase.
Yeah, you can actually lock the vault item. I was like, "That's a dumb ability," and then I realized this is an amazing ability.
Locking it in the vault.
Yeah,
I
you
don't think I've ever done that
you
before.
lock the item in the vault, so every time you craft it, or if you pull away from it, like you pull resources from it, the item will always go back to the same spot. So you're not wasting spaces in the vault.
Because if you craft while it's in a vote and it uses it up, it'll go back into your inventory. Then you'll have to replace it in the vote again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Wow, I didn't realize that. I thought the lock thing was like, I thought I could just ignore the lock and it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna get more resources anyways.
Well, you were on a time
it's
crunch,
like-
so it's okay. It's all good.
That was
I
that
played
was
with
my
them.
and again that was my fault. I should not have been getting that way too late, and I wasn't sure when I was on a budget crunch a little bit. So
Mhm.
yeah,
It's all good.
Yeah, I played this at the start, so
Which along with Shen,
yeah. I was on this game. I was this.
I think that was the whole weekend.
Yeah, it was. It
You
was
just
literally
went
the
hard.
weekend.
Yeah.
I went hard on this game. I was really addicted to this game. These are like the kinds of games I can easily get addicted to. It's
Mhm.
just a really like grindy type of style. It's a really calming one. So I was like just always like chilling.
Mhm.
I didn't have like anything else to do that weekend. So I
It
just
all
said,
lined up.
I might as well dedicate my time to that. So yeah, pretty much went through the game on my own leisure. I didn't really go out of my way since I had a lot of time to just explore. And I'm glad that I did that because I'm not sure how it is with Soul, but I feel like if you like kind of went for just the main objective to complete the game, it wouldn't be as fun. I'm not sure. But for me, just going around buying each land, seeing what new stuff pops up and interactions and new material and what I can craft from that, and how the game eventually works into having an automation of many things like lighthouses, votes, banks,
Yep.
mining drills, factories, and all of that great stuff. Just seeing like all of that on the screen, it's kind of like an adrenaline high. Like everything going, you have like 1,000 things on screen. It's like going all at once. I don't know. It's something that's like really entertaining.
Yes,
And it's kinda, like, really-
monopolize.
Uh-oh. Capitalism.
Yeah, destroy all the resources on the land.
Like, I mean, was it just me or am I the only one? You know that tree at the top, like top right of the beginning area,
Uh-huh.
the great Deku tree where you can change your costume.
oh yeah, there. Mine
Yeah,
was
you know-
mine was at the bottom.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh,
It's
really?
random, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Really? Huh. Wow. You know how that area is like nice, full of life? I put a mining operation there.
Oh yeah, and everything's just dead.
Really?
Uh,
Oh yeah.
And I, put a road there. So,
Yes, destroy all natural wildlife.
but yeah, that's my experience with the game. Also, I did like probably like 70% of collecting and filling out the museum, trying to get far as I can. I just didn't do like the in grinding in the museum because some of the last materials that you need to finish it is a pretty big grind and it involves RNG. And I just didn't really feel like doing that last percent. Otherwise, I would have. And I did get all of the main skills. I think it was 64 skills.
Yeah.
Yes, I did collect all of them. By the end, I realized, well, that might be in my dislikes. For now, pass it over to Tubby.
Okay.
Next.
All right. So I played the PS4 version on the PS5. Game actually played very smoothly, so no complaints here. Playstyle wise, I bounced a lot between the industrial part of the skill tree, so like the furnace, the forager, mining rods, and I also bounced towards the economy side of the skill tree, like the banks, stores, and vaults. Believe it or not, I actually did not even touch the magic part of the skill tree towards the end of the game, and I kind of wish I did because there's a lot of buffs that the magic gives.
It's like super helpful for some important items.
Yeah, so that was probably one thing I probably should have tried, at least get like the first set of I don't know, the crafting magic table. I don't even know what you call it. The cauldron, stuff like that. I probably should have got that earlier. But yeah, I saved that towards the end, and also the farming portion, I did not touch that at all. I built like one windmill, and I was like, nope. I know this is probably really good, but I don't feel like working on this. So yeah, I just went towards the industry and money side of the game. But I can see though the benefits of why you would want to explore all parts of it. I'm not sure about you guys, but I didn't really go into the whole combat portion of the game.
Honestly, I'm not sure if we're still doing questions here, but
well, this is just the play style.
Oh, play style.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, when I had the lightning rod, everything just died.
Oh yeah.
But like in the dungeon wise, it's just like it's a little bit tough. But we'll get to that part later.
Okay.
In the segment.
Yeah, that lightning rod does not scale with your damage, by the way. So that was also one of the reasons. If you may have found that some of the dungeons, the monsters weren't dying as quickly. That's one of the reasons. Yeah, but yeah, we can
a magic tree.
A magic tree.
Okay. Increase your lightning rod damage.
Oh, okay. Did not know that. Okay, I wouldn't know because I didn't even touch magic. But yeah, that is what I played, how I played, and next.
Okay. In it.
Okay.
I 100%ed it. I'm pretty proud of that.
What? 100%ed it?
Oh yeah. I played it on the PC.
Oh frick, dude! Nice, congrats. Holy
yeah, thank you. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Not worth it.
Okay.
Gosh, yeah. I played this thing. I had like a long time. I completed all the badges, all the weapons upgraded, everything, all the accessories and artifacts collected, and then all the achievements, the feats. So I had all the cosmetics, but the achievements I had to do, and that took forever.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
did you like set out with the intent of 100%ing it, or did it kind of just start happening and then you were like, man, I might as well?
Yeah, basically, might as well. I was like looking at the list. I was like, because when you're playing, yeah, because I used the fire rod the whole time.
Okay.
So,
not the electric, the fire.
No.
Oh, the fire.
Okay, I could talk about this on this portion, but there's a thing where if you spam the rods, you don't need to hold you don't even need to hold it down. If you spam it, it shoots like twice as fast. So
okay.
out of everything, if you just spam the fireball rod over and over again, you're basically just gonna destroy the whole island. That's kind of how it went. So being able to 100% it was easy, but it just took forever.
What was your ending playtime when you finished it? 100%.
Oh, ending playtime?
Yeah.
I don't know how to look at that. So I think, I don't know, 20 something hours.
Okay, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Ooh. Holy crap.
Spent a little bit extra time. Yeah. But a lot of the achievements you had to AFK for. So
I'm guessing you're going to talk more about this.
Yeah.
Other part? Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, I kind of 100%. It's pretty good. I had some pictures. I don't know if we put that up. If you can see in the background, I have 30. I have 30 nuclear power plants up.
Wait, where is this? Is this at? Is this in the?
Oh, it's in proof.
Proof of completion.
So if you go up a little bit, you can see I have like 50 banks and like 30 nuclear factories, and yeah, it's just all
Efficiency.
there.
Dang, look at this
Yeah.
efficiency on these pictures.
And if you look at me, I'm like in the middle. I have like 50 droids. So actually, and those droids auto attack, so I didn't have to fight anything.
It became auto.
Basically, yeah, I was basically auto mode. That was my gameplay.
Oh my god, you really you even took the time to change the floor.
That's one of the achievements.
Oh my god, it is. Wow.
You had to do everything. But yeah, that's how I play.
All right, I'll make a
Congrats.
note to add that in the video.
But yeah, next.
Miserable. Okay. So since I have a controller attachment for my phone, I played Forager on mobile on iOS.
Ooh.
Yeah, the moment I saw the game was available on the App Store, I didn't even think twice about playing on any other platform, really. Because this meant that I could take Forager with me everywhere I went. But like, little did I know, this would be probably like the best decision I made, because it turned my 5-minute bathroom breaks into like hour-long ones.
All right.
It allowed me to
Oh my god.
bring my controller with me to work and then neglect my job. But playing through Forager, I definitely took my time with it. It was one of those things where, I just went into it. I didn't really know what to expect. I just started, playing. I had an end goal in mind. But as I played, like, I really wanted to like squeeze out every bit of gameplay that the game had to offer. I didn't so much want to 100% it in terms of like the feats and achievements, because after looking at some of those, I was like, this is ridiculous.
That's what I was saying, dude.
Yeah. So when I heard that you 100%ed it, I was like, oh my god, props to you, Shashan, man. That's dedication. I love the game. I loved it. I really did. And but just trying to 100% it, I don't know if I could do that.
I think I would probably go insane. Yeah, me neither. That's why when you said it, I was like,
that's crazy.
You must have sacrificed something.
Yeah.
You're a monster.
Respect them.
Yeah. Video gamer mode.
Gamer mode activated. But yeah. So the way I played it initially was just just slowly unlock pieces of land, one piece at a time, and then thoroughly explore each piece of land. Like if there was a puzzle on it, I would try to solve the puzzle. If there was a dungeon on there, I would try and do the dungeon and all that stuff. And so it pretty much got to the point where an end game, kind of like what Shai Chen was saying, where you're stacked on like 50 droids. You don't even have to touch anything. The droids are doing everything for you. So I had all the droids, and then I had mining drills on every piece of land.
Yeah.
And so really, it just became like an idle farming game, and I was still okay with that. And you know what? I still play. I'm still playing the game. I hop on every once in a while, when I'm sitting on the toilet. I'll bring my controller with me, and then I'll just turn on Forager, and then, just gather some resources, get some money, and then just turn off the game. But yeah, that was pretty much how my game went, and it's still fun. I still enjoy it. I still haven't 100%ed it. I'm not trying to, but it's still fun. I feel like I might destroy it. I might destroy my fun.
You might end up living in the bathroom. If you kept
I love it there, but I gotta show my face every once in a while.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. Next.
What is one thing you liked about the game?
One thing I liked about the game, I think I just like the different methods of like crafting stuff. Just like, it's like you have to be words, brain, work with me here. It's like every time when you level up, you get and you earn a different skill or go through that perks area. You find different ways of crafting stuff, and it's just like it's really interesting. Like it rewards you with it rewards you in a way to you brain. Okay, it rewards you to try out newer things to craft, if you want to craft different. You want to craft a sword, you need to gather these resources to or this like special sword that probably requires like royal steel. And you need to find them. You need to have some sort of perk to give you access to like craft the material and resource to grab for it.
So you like the progression, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the crafting progression of it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Basically, sorry, brain was not thinking at that part.
It's all good.
Yeah. All right. Next.
One thing that I liked about the game is just how many entities can be on the screen at a time. I don't think there's a limit, because I was like purposely leaving random things crafted on the ground to see how much I can fill everything up with garbage. And by the end of the game, I might have a screenshot, but I had like 1 billion things on screen, and I had like pets. You could like did you ever? Yeah, you had some pets, right?
The droids, pets. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I was like, wow, how many can I have? And wow, I don't know. I have like 5 so far.
As much as you want. Screen vomit.
So I was like also like loving the sounds of everything happening. By everything that's crafting, it's like popping out. It's a very relaxing game with the sounds. It's not too sharp.
Yeah.
Too distorting. And then when everything is on screen, like I personally summon enemies, like with the bone rod and slimes and everything else. And then the most beautiful thing is when you use your nuclear bomb, if you crafted one, everything will just like explode, and then you'll see other items. I'm not a psychopath, by the way.
Oh, really? That's what the nuke does?
Yeah, it explodes everything. Like I think I'm not sure if it's on screen or like in like the world, but I used it once, and everything was pretty much dead.
All islands, all at once?
I don't know if it's like. I don't think it's like. I think it has a radius. I don't think it's like every island, but it's a pretty big chunk. And I only got to use it once because it's pretty hard to craft that until you get to like in-game stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just all the items that can be on screen. It's like screen vomit in a good way.
The good kind of screen vomit.
Just really enjoy watching it. It also helped that playing this game, you can also like watch or listen to other stuff since there's not really any story or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked it. Very relaxing.
And it's like when you get like a lot of stuff and you start crafting things like over 100, it's just like you just put it on idle, wait for things to craft, everything will be sent to your vault, and then it's like boom. You just have like an ultimate relaxation right there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's great.
True Monopoly.
I love Cap. Next.
So the one thing I liked about the game were the random dungeons, NPCs, side quests that would spawn whenever you unlocked a new island or area. I think that really gave the game like a lot of unique flavor to it. And it was that was part of the excitement for me, was just seeing what was in store when you finally purchased that incredibly expensive island. And probably my favorite part of the game was seeing a hop frog himself like greet you and bombard you with like the hardest quiz questions known to mankind.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I probably didn't encounter him yet.
Oh yeah, that was a great moment. It was very random. Like this entire time, I thought like 8 times 2 was 16, but according to Hop Frog's quiz, it was actually yellow. So I'm never gonna make that mistake again.
Jeez.
Never forget. 8 times 2 is yellow. But then he also said that was wrong too. Actually, all the answers he gave was wrong. So I don't really know. I don't think I got much from that quiz, but it was very enjoyable, and I really liked like that portion of the game. Just seeing the weird things that would pop up on screen, like the 3 or 4 turnips that were complimenting you and asking you not to kill them It was great. And then
Oh,
if you do
you can
hit
kill
them,
them.
they're like, "No, please, I love you."
No, they're saying even if you destroy us, we still love you.
Yeah,
just like-
yeah, that was great.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people that did not kill him.
Yeah, me
Actually,
too. I didn't.
I
Why
ripped
is it?
the roots out from their bodies.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, well, the reason I did is because that was the first island I found, and I was like, I didn't have any food or a farm, so I kind of got desperate.
All right.
Oh no.
I'm gonna make a mental note of this. If you ever get stuck with Anna Island, Nakuso, and he's looking at you with those hungry eyes, you might just want to go the other way.
Or try to swim out of there and just leave him on the island.
Oh God. But yeah, it was fun. Like that. Honestly, that was my favorite part of the game. Was just the unlocking portion and just seeing what weird stuff you're gonna see. So yeah. Next.
All right. So I actually really enjoyed it. It got me hooked up a little bit, like hooked on it a little bit. I like how tactile everything was. Like when you hit something, like
like the sound, the feedback.
yeah, like when you build something or do anything in the game, it's like it's like you know when you pop bubble wrap,
Yeah.
that gratification of popping one bubble. Yeah, basically. And then like building something or seeing something build, it's like that pop you get when the bubble wrap pops.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
like when something really expensive was made and makes like this shiny,
Yeah.
tingling sound.
Or like when you hit something, the screen kind of shakes a little bit and does a little like flash animation.
Oh yeah,
Like everything, you felt like you're doing something. Like everything you did, everything you picked up, it's like you picked it up and you built something. So it's like a lot of instant gratifications for like every item you get.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep,
I like
Except
that.
when you have like so many things on the screen and all you hear is
I was
everything
about
is
to
just
ask you
flashing.
that.
Yeah, like when you first playing it, you're like, oh yeah, I'm like mining. This is pretty like entertaining. But then when your factories are just going, like
You mean
I had to,
when you become a god.
yeah, dude, I had to shut down half of what I was building because my game started lagging. And I'm like, God dang it! I had to like cut down my crafting situation in half because everything would just go, and then my
Dang.
frames would go to like 10 frames a second on like an 8-bit game or 16-bit game.
Oh my god. But you're playing on
Yeah.
PC though, right?
Yeah, no, my frames would drop.
And it was still struggling. What the
yeah,
heck?
like bad. And then all those droids. When you
All
have
the
like
droids.
yeah, when you
My
have so
phone
many
was
droids,
tanking.
and then there's like one enemy, and they just start flying everywhere. And you're just filled with droids.
You can't see your
Yeah.
character anymore.
Yeah, basically, but it feels
Yeah.
good. Like when you do something in the game, like everything you do just feels good when your progression.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I really liked about this game.
Wait,
Bubble wrap.
Did you play on? I know you said you play on PC. Is it Steam or was it? Pass.
Xbox.
Oh, on the Xbox game. Okay, you know what? Maybe that could be the reason why. Then
Oh, really?
it could be. I don't know. I don't know what the state of the game was when it first launched, but I know generally games on Game Pass tend to have more problems technical wise.
Huh.
Oh,
Compared to games on
okay.
Steam, at least from our experience doing this book club thing. So maybe
Gotcha.
because I was like, I'm pretty sure your computer can handle those games.
Yeah, that's what I said. But I was like, why is this lagging?
Oh
It got
god!
really irritating a lot.
But it never crashed.
Nope. Never.
See?
Maybe. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know. Probably.
Still better than Children of Morta on the Switch.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Don't even tell me about that. God dang it. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And then, yeah, that's my favorite. Bubble wrap. Next.
Oh, rep. You know what? That's so crazy you said that. Although there was so many things about Forager to like, but just like Shai Shen, he saw something that I saw. There was really one thing that stood out to me amongst everything else, and that to me was how satisfying each action was. It was like a shot of dopamine. You know, every little thing that you did. It's like you know, you like hit a rock with your pickaxe and it's like, oh, that felt good, you know. You just can't
Yeah.
get enough of that. And having played quite a bit of like survival craft type games like this one in my time, I understand how tedious and repetitive tasks can get in those kinds of games. But something about Forager felt different, and I think it was between like the sounds, the visuals, the subtle haptic controller feedback. And I never grew tired of the endless grind for materials and resources, and it was so strange to me because normally I would get bored of doing the same thing over and over in these types of survival games. But in Forager, all I was doing was running in circles, just like a lawnmower. Just cleaning out any rock, any tree, anything that I saw. I was just hitting it with my pickaxe, and I couldn't get enough of it. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. It was super satisfying. Every little thing about the game, even if it's not you performing the action, even if it's your automated system that you got going on, just doing things in the background. Oh, even that to me was satisfying. But like what Chai-Shun was saying, when you got a lot of that going on, your frames are going to tank, and it's still really satisfying to me. But yeah, that's what I enjoyed. I really enjoyed that about the game. It stood out. Next.
All right. Next question. What is one thing you did not like, and how would you improve it?
The bosses that we encountered in the fire and ancient dungeon, I don't like it when they spammed a lot of ran a lot of monsters in there. When you just that's like the biggest issue that this game has. It's just like when you enter there. I mean, there's like you got like a little bit of a reprieve when you're like backing off from a heavy, intense fight, but when you get back in there, like multiple monsters just spawn in that area, and you're just like, oh, I'm doomed. And you don't, and it's not really good if it's like that.
Most of the time you can just cheese it too. You can just like stay near the entrance.
Yeah, and then you just like go there. And you know what sucked? I finished that boss once, and those monsters did not die when the boss died. So when I finished it, I was about to run to the chest. I died by one of the monsters that got spawned by the boss, and I had to go all the way at the back. The only thing that was good about it is I still got the item, the lightning rod from it. I mean, if you really want, I really want there to be like a boss that can like focus on its own element, like the ancient temple. If it's like an ancient temple, probably like something mummy related, or like focusing on its own elements, not like relying on like summoning many, like heavily relying on its minions to kill you.
So you just wanted a little bit more depth when it came to the combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's when you're facing that many when you're facing a boss, you can't just be, and you're trying to find like some sort of reprieve. Don't like spam all those monsters like constantly. Otherwise it's just going to make the players be frustrated. Even if you have like a good health or attack power too. It's just going to ruin the game.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I don't even think I upgraded damage.
Same.
I mean, I upgraded damage. I lied. I upgraded damage and health, but it wasn't really like high in my priority list.
Yeah, same here. I think I was like focused on like on XP, trying to get the perks a lot.
But yeah,
but at the time, I didn't find any spirit orbs right after or right before I encountered the ancient tomb first.
No spirit orbs.
Yeah, because I was like trying to find out how. I didn't realize at that time yet.
Oh.
But yeah,
spirit orbs.
I think that's
great. Those things are.
Oh yeah,
they're so much.
Yeah, those are really good. Anyways, that's about it. Next.
Man. Well, this game's easy. The combat, I mean. This game's like too easy.
Too easy. It needs to be more like Elden Ring.
Oh god.
Like I was like surprised. I was like glitched the game when I went like fighting the boss. Like you can literally just go out the door and heal. And
No,
go back.
yeah, you can cheese it. You can cheese a lot of the enemies.
Yeah.
And then, wow, I don't know. I didn't really have any issues with enemies spawning because I had like a lot of bombs. They would do a lot of damage.
When you
Yeah.
get the bombs,
Oh, I had a cauldron. You can craft bombs.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Broken.
I went to the magic tree like mid after the first
Mid-game.
dungeon. So I had like a lot of explosives. And then I had the lightning rod after the first one, and no, I don't know. That kind of it has like chain lightning, so it kind of destroys some mini mobs.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to really worry about
Yeah.
them too much.
yeah, but
Um
oh, go ahead.
and yeah, I mean then I upgraded like different weapons to like higher tiers, so
Yeah.
I was like destroying those bosses way quick.
It was pretty easy. Actually.
Yeah.
It was very easy. It was
Like,
too easy.
I was like, I wanted more. Like, it was kind of. I think I'm the opposite. So I wanted more enemies on screen. It's like there was barely any during this like game until you get into the void dimension. I'm not sure if you guys ever went there. That's
I already
the
went there.
in-game stuff. So that's like the farming, like the void dimension. It's
Mhm.
like you can go into a void and there's like it's kind of like a roguelike dungeon where there's like multiple floors, and then there's like multiple bosses, and then there's new enemies and bosses too. So that's where like a lot of the combat actually gets opened up. But unfortunately, unless you find a portal that's open, or if you like, you have to also go in a magic tree to craft
Oh, those portals.
those portals to go into that dimension, and that's where a lot of the rare material to craft like the in-game like nuclear or like really high-tech stuff.
Ah, okay. I
That's
see.
where that's all hidden. Because I was like wondering, how do you get some of these stills and ores? But yeah, it's in that void dimension, and then that's where like it kind of turns into Binding of Isaac, that type of game where like there's a lot of enemies on screen. So that's where I finally was like, man, I wish this was like during the main game, because the main game focuses heavily more on crafting
Yeah, yeah.
and management and a bit on fighting. But yeah, not really until you find that void dimension. So I wish there was just more. But I do agree with Soul still. I do wish the bosses were more unique and defined and not just spamming enemies. I wish they had their more of a own pattern and
Yeah. Like something
strategic
unique
thing
about
to
them.
beat that specific enemy, or you had to reflect something back towards the enemy like that.
Cut off a specific part. Like a tail. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
Because it's like he said he took inspiration from like games like Legend of Zelda. So like even like
and Terraria.
yeah, so like
And
the top down Legend of Zelda games is like, yeah, they're not like the hardest things in the world, but you're still like a specific pattern and that you have to recognize when you're attacking in order to defeat the boss. This game is just like you just throw attacks blindly most of the time through a hallway and you'll be okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
And I,
Pretty much turn off your brain and
Yeah.
hold one button.
yeah, that would be really nice. And I want to add. I know this is. I also want to add that. I want to also add that the monsters that spawn there, they should also have like. I mean, like have random resources or items that drops, because it just feels like it's the same over and over again. When you think about it,
what do you mean by
like in Terraria, there's sometimes like there are some rare drops that the monster drops, like if you kill an undead a zombie in Terraria, you get like a cosmetic along with it, and it drops resources as well.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's like a slime that has like a hat on it, and it also that too drops the cosmetic, but also drops resources. But these monsters, it's just like
drops the same thing.
yeah, it just drops the same thing.
Okay.
That's because if he also wants to be like like if he's inspired by Terraria as well, he should also look into like what kind of drops should also be randomized when the enemy is killed and drops the like loot.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so that's also another thing I want to add to it. If that, yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, I
sounds
don't.
good.
Yeah, it makes sense because I don't really get the Terraria like
What?
inspiration. Is it because of skills? Maybe I
It's
guess.
the slimes.
no, I think it's like the crafting style and the pixel
Oh, okay.
pixels. I think.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I guess.
that would be cool though. Like unique.
I mean, I never read the description, so I didn't know he took inspiration from Terraria.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think like Zelda was obvious, but I don't know about Terraria.
Maybe it's just the farming crafting genre in general.
And I think it's also how you can also summon bosses using certain sigils. Because in Terraria,
yeah, you're right.
Because if in Terraria there are bosses that you can you can summon using certain items, like the Eye of Cthulhu. You have to if you have like a summoning item that summons it, you have to summon it at night, I believe.
They do have that though in this game.
They do. I know that. That's I kind of took a look at it in the wiki, and it's
okay.
So yeah, that it has some
so
inspiration of that too.
It does take from those games, but still, I wish they would refine the combat a little bit more, especially with the enemies.
Yeah. Well, I'll pass it over to you, Toby, if you want to talk more about that next.
Okay, so for me, you guys kind of covered the whole combat and monsters thing. So for me, honestly, I just wish there were more random events that took place in the world of the islands. Like this game,
that you mentioned it, yeah.
This game is very, it has some pretty interesting game mechanics built into the game. And honestly, after that whole Hop Frog quiz thing, I got excited because I was like, oh man, are we going to get other weird things like this? But as you progress through the game, the longer you play, you just realize it's the same thing. It's like a dungeon or a puzzle that you got to solve, but nothing too crazy or out of the ordinary. Maybe this could be because, we're coming off another casual game. What was that called? What, the golf? So I guess it's a little unfair to compare it to that, but I kind of just wanted more in terms of events, like random events. Like for instance, like it would have been cool. Like maybe food could start raining from the sky, and then that kind of signifies that, hey, there's going to be a giant meatball boss you're about to fight. Or maybe if you killed those turnips on the island, the ones that say, we love you, please don't. What did you say, Soul? What was the thing they said?
Even though you destroy us, we still love you.
Yeah, even though you destroy us, we still love you. Maybe like after you kill them, you're marked for death, and all turnips in the game are going to try to become alive and attack you for a certain period of time. Just like they have all these funny, interesting like NPCs and locations. It's just, I feel like they could have taken it a step further to kind of make it more unique, give the player a little bit more excitement when it comes to unlocking these islands. And I think I think that's what I was really waiting for, something to really surprise and wow me, because it kind of got to the point where, like, once you get everything set up, it's like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Everything's all automated. It's playing as you would expect, almost kind of like an idle game in some instances. But after that, and you have everything set up, it's like, okay, is there anything else that this game has to offer to really surprise? And then, no, not really. The Hop Frog thing was kind of the.
That's another thing that I want. That's another thing that should be useful for inspiration. Like in Terraria, as you said, need like random events. When in Terraria, you cannot. In Nightfall, there's always a chance of a blood moon where lots of zombies comes out.
Like that would be cool.
Random monster, or like lots of monsters shows up too. Or there's also the fact that there's like slime coming down from the sky, which gives you lots of gel to make lots of torches.
Stuff like that would be really cool. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. The gameplay loop is awesome. Like, I think they do an amazing job with that. It's just it needs a little bit more to kind of stand out, because there's a lot of farming and crafting games like Terraria and that do it much better. And I think they're onto something. I also think there's a lot of room for improvement. Then again, it's also his first game, so
Yeah.
I can't really say
It's a hell of
much.
a first game.
Yeah,
though.
it is a really
It's a
really
good-
strong first game.
Oh
but
wait.
yeah,
I'll wait till you're finished, actually, because this is something that we haven't mentioned, but I think it's also important since you talked about his first game.
oh yeah, okay, yeah, go for it.
You remember so did you read the comic? Like there's like extras you can unlock, and he talks about in comic form of how he kind of got the idea for this game and this kind of struggles.
Oh no, I have not. I didn't read that yet.
No, it's a good story.
I don't think I've heard it. I don't think I've seen those. Where did you see you get those
It's in the extras.
extras? Oh, okay, so that makes sense now. I'll probably take a look at that next time.
Yeah,
Yeah, and as you unlock it, pretty much he just gives an overview on how he pretty much had this idea for working for a game, and then ran into some struggles
Here and there.
I believe he like had to come back home.
Yeah.
His like mother supported him.
and then she
in this
poured all of her
adventure.
financial support into his projects, like even though he didn't know what was going to happen. People still didn't want to listen. He entered into competitions for developing the game. People didn't really give him a chance, and then next thing you know, he won it. I think he won one competition that allowed him to fly out, I think, to the US. And what was the story? It was kind of like,
It's a humble bundle, right?
yeah,
'Cause-
he met up with a friend, and then his friend was late for a meeting with Humble Bundle. So somebody from Humble Bundle, I think a manager, came looking for his friend, and then he saw the Forager game, and then once he saw it, he liked what he saw, and then he
Oh.
offered a deal. So it's just like, yeah, it's a really nice story about he
Oh, that's
struggling
nice.
game designer, and it all
know.
just turned around for him. So kudos to him.
Oh, he really got lucky on that then.
Yeah. Well, it
on him.
wasn't also just luck. It was he put a lot of work, like a lot of
Oh yeah,
hard
that
work
too.
into
I
it too.
mean, like getting that chance to like
Yeah, for sure.
working with Humble Bundle. Yeah, I don't deny the fact that he really put his heart and soul into this game. I'm just amazed that he managed to get like a friend that works in Humble Bundle and get him the chance to do it.
Yeah. So it all worked out for him. Glad for him.
Yeah.
Good game. But yeah.
Okay, but that's a good one. And not only that, I kind of like he has like fan arts of it too.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you go to the main menu, you just like see those fan art stuff.
Mhm.
That's just nice.
Yeah, he got a lot of support from friends and family, and then there were even people who helped develop systems in the game just to help him out. So
Yep.
it was
I just
good.
hope he looks at our videos one day and just like say, that's a good idea.
Wouldn't that be something?
I know, right?
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Let's
this game's
go.
really fun. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
but-
God. Here we go.
The progression in this game, I hated it. Well, progression-wise, I mean, you're still going. So I had to. I'm trying to explain this in like a graph setting. The progression felt very off because it's like a line, right? You know, normal like survival games. It's little bumps. It's like you're going steady up, and then there's little
Gradual.
bumps of things you can get. Yeah, gradual. But in this game, for me, it was gradual and then a fat bump. So if I were to say like fat bump, that'd be the time when you would get your lightning or fire rod.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, so
I
the
see.
game would go extremely high and just bump, and then that's when you're just overpowered. And then it would be like a long stretch of land of you just collecting things and just trying to build everything. So I mean, that's where your gradual line keeps on going up, and you're just that's like normal satisfaction. And then like one giant bump, another huge bump, and that would be like the artifact where your rods have infinite charge, like you have no stamina.
Oh, God.
That's when your rod just becomes
Loved it.
extremely OP, and you're just farming everything without having to use any other tool in your disposable. Like I barely used the sword and the bow and arrow. Like
Yep.
I don't think I used those once in the game. And then you kind of just, I mean, like when you play a game, you want to play optimally. sometimes,
Uh-huh.
most of the time. So when you have this overpowered rod or overpowered gear, you're basically just working to, like, your progression it kind of just goes down, and that's when you hit like the flat curve up.
Mhm.
Like you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like the curve. What's it called? Like cap, the ceiling. When you
Yeah.
at the ceiling.
Ceiling cap.
Yeah, you kind of like plateau, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You see, I start to plateau. So that's where I was, because you collect everything, and everything was just coming slowly, and your gratification level is like plateauing because you have overpowered gear. And when you start stacking things, yeah, it just starts to plateau, and you're just staring at the screen, just watching a bunch of circles fill up. It just melts your mind. Like, so this is where the achievements of my feet started coming in. So there's three of them. Get 1 trillion coins, get 1 million coins, and fill every single land on the map. So
God.
that one, yeah,
Oh,
like
boy.
it was just a straight plateau of just me farming, and all you get, like, that satisfaction, like that little shots of dopamine, starts to just go away. Because I thought, everything is still like flashy and you're still having fun, but
Yeah.
once you're like, and no, that's just for the final achievements. So going back to like the normal stuff, like, it still plateaus because you have like the legit fire rod and electric rod that destroys everything in like a second.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So and then everything just I just didn't like how you have these giant bumps, like, because there's like artifacts that I don't remember the rest of the artifacts, but yeah, artifacts just bump you up to where you're just overpowered and you're just filling things at this point, or just trying to like
the pacing just.
there we go. Yeah, the pacing was just very bad for me.
So how would you improve it then?
So improving would be like, those artifacts are very overpowered. So I would put like equips on artifacts or something. So I would improve like the progression by nerfing the staffs, because you literally made two of your weapons. Actually, you made like some of the staff, like ice and electric. Literally ice, electric, and then the bow and the sword become obsolete when you get the fire rod. And no, these rods are
Yeah.
very easy to get.
Yeah.
And so if you play through it again, the replay value just goes down, because all you know what to do is you know how to get this fire rod. You know where to get it. Yeah. And then boom, you're just flying through the game again.
Okay.
But yeah,
I
the
see.
progression for me, yeah, very off. Especially looking for. I'm just gonna add this real quick.
Okay.
Because the achievement where you have to get 1 million coins from the banks. So these banks create one coin a second, and you can max out at like 50 banks, where these banks cost like millions of gold because it just like stacks up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I had to leave this game on for like 30 hours. I had to leave my computer on for like 30 hours for me to get this final achievement.
Oh my god.
Wait, it doesn't generate money when you're offline. I'm guessing not, huh?
No. Okay, so there's a picture of my banks. So you can see there's like 50 or 60 in there.
Uh-huh.
And that's like, and no, I have 1 trillion coins and I have like millions of gold. I can't make any more banks. So I'm basically making like 50 gold a second, 60 gold a second. So I left my computer on. I went to sleep. I woke up, went to work, and I came back. I had to leave my computer on for like another like 20 hours. I like calculated it too, just to see how much I would make. I'd be like 30 hours.
The price to pay.
Yeah. God, that was almost. Oh my gosh, the achievement
Oh
was
my God.
terrible.
I'm curious to see what your final like playtime was.
Yeah, I
Calculating
think
all that in.
Yeah, I tried looking for it. Like, it doesn't show on your. Well, it does show on Xbox, but Xbox doesn't show it accurately, because when I had it, it said like 8 hours.
Oh,
Yeah, so Xbox doesn't really work for me with like hours played.
dang.
Yeah, I wish. I really want to know. I left this game on forever.
How much do you think your total playtime was, including the AFK time?
So the AFK time was like an extra 30, but then the 20 hours, I'm pretty sure it's 20 hours, because I spent like 8 hours farming that 1 trillion coin.
God.
Jesus.
So for that one, you get the skull staff, and you get a bunch of lighthouses, and you just summon skulls and
You
kill
spam the
them.
skulls
Yeah, basically.
with your droids just
Yeah,
destroying them on the
basically.
spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I was getting money too.
I'm just sitting there with my other screen, just watching show while I'm like spamming my skulls tab. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I would improve it. I mean, I would nerf a lot of things, make everything more level, and then progression. I would just make. I would like even out everything with all the like a lot of the weapons are like not compared to the fire rod, and especially
It's
the
become
electric
irrelevant.
staff. Yeah, everything. Yeah, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, but that's like the big thing I was like irritated about.
Too powerful, too
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, because once you start getting the higher level and higher monies, you
What's
literally
the
can buy
point?
everything. Yeah, you like. So you're like, I mean, it is end game for me, but still early game, I still got those overpowered bumps.
Yeah, that's the thing with this the games like this, those dopamine shots. It's like
Yeah.
if you feed it too much all at once, it's like you kind of get exhausted and tired.
Yeah.
Which is interesting that you brought this up because like there have been games in the past where we've played not in book club, but do you remember the game Shoot Many Robots?
Oh yeah.
Right on the Xbox. Well, Noxo, Tailman, and I, we played that. We were enjoying it. Oh no, here's a better example that you might know of. Mercenary Kings. Remember that game?
Oh yeah.
So remember how like we were having a great time, but then we kind of like made that decision to try to like 100% everything.
Yeah.
And then the longer we played, we started to like hate the game even more because it overstayed
It
its
got
welcome.
tedious.
Yeah. That's kind of what
about
what Forager starts to fall into when the longer you spend your like time with it. At least for some of us, that's kind of like what start to feel like. You're like, I don't.
Yeah, because this game feels more of an appetizer instead of a game to me.
Yeah.
Like it's something you would play for a little bit, but not something you'd play for a long time.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, that's for me. Next.
Okay. One thing I didn't like about the game. It's funny, when I first started playing Forager, I had many complaints and things that I didn't like. But as I learned to play the game and the more I progressed, the more of these complaints were addressed and issues were resolved. One thing, for example, was being able to damage your own structures, and then you unlock the repair hammer, and then you're like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I can repair it. So that was a cool way of addressing it. But so that's just one example. But
and then auto repair.
Yeah. The main thing that bothered me about Forager probably had to be the ability to destroy your own structures. And while I don't completely hate it, I get it. I understand why they did it that way. I didn't like that I could accidentally damage or destroy my own structures because the whole game revolves around you swinging your pickaxe, right? So eventually you're bound to hit something that you've built and you didn't mean to hit it. This was always done accidentally on me. I never meant to damage or hurt any of my structures. A vast majority of the game. Yeah. Vast majority of the game requires you to spam your pickaxe. So I don't know about you guys, but this happened to me way more often than I would have liked. I get that in order to, if you want to move a structure, you had to destroy it and rebuild it. But I think that could have been done differently. Because that was really frustrating for me. I'm just
rebuilding everything,
trying to have a good old time. Yeah. And then next thing you know, I'm like, oh, got to take out the repair hammer. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. Especially the early
satisfying,
phases.
sure. But oh my God, it's a nightmare. But the only thing I would have changed really to resolve that issue is, I think if you gave the player a specific item for destroying structures, like a sledgehammer or something, and make it so that the pickaxe can't damage your structures. That would have instantly just made all the issues disappear for me, because aside from that, I was the whole time I was playing, I was looking for, things that I didn't like. And really that was the only thing that stood out to me. So if they had done that, I wouldn't have had any problems with the game whatsoever, really. I really would have enjoyed it a lot more. And then I could just, swing my pickaxe without a worry in the world, all carefree, But that's just, in the beginning of the game before you're all pimped out with droids and, your automated mining drills and whatnot. But yeah,
that
was what I didn't like.
I can see where you're coming from, especially in the beginning phases.
Oh my gosh, I hated it. Yeah, next.
What is your final verdict and final rating from 0 to 10 using a 0.5 scale?
Okay, I like the crafting and all. The music kind of gets repetitive here and there. But
there was not a lot of tracks.
Yeah, I mean it's the first game. I'll cut some slack from that. The fighting mechanic might need a bit more work, and the bosses as well. Like they need to be more more creative rather than like spamming minions everywhere here and there. But aside from that, it's a first game, but it's a first game. I'll give them that. So right now I'm just gonna give the game a 7 out of 10. Next.
So I always wanted to play this game, especially I heard praise it gets, and I can see why so many people enjoyed it. It's kind of fresh in the world of exploration games and using kind of that mechanic of just like repeating. And it kind of reminded me of Maple Story when I was playing. And
one, right?
Top-down version of Maple Story.
Two?
Yeah, it really reminded me of Maple Story, like with Zelda mixed in. So it was just a grind I really enjoyed. And like over time, I just came to appreciate everything in the game, from the sound effects to the graphical style, enemies, and humor. I do wish there was more in terms of combat and bosses and uniqueness towards that. And also I agree with Tubby, if the lands were more varied with different mechanics or things that happen with the lands that you unlock, that would add another depth to the game and make it more enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, though, I really enjoyed everything that had to go with this game. I mean, I beat it over a weekend with like over 20 hours in the game. So there was obviously something for me to enjoy. And just for this being their first game, and with all the support, I give this a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
It really made me feel like foraging.
Dang. Wow.
Okay, now I'm starting to feel bad about it.
You see. Never mind. I really hope I don't get picked for the bonus mystery question. This is kind of
Same.
Anyways, yeah. Okay, 9 out of 10.
Next.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for me, Forager was an awesome experience, and it really took the best parts about the farming and crafting genre and condensed it into a fast-paced resource building game. Like the systems they had in place for this game, in other games like Minecraft and Terraria, you have to admit it takes a little bit of time to actually get everything going. But this game, it was quick, and that's one of the things I love about it. It's easy to pick up and put down, and the gameplay loop of crafting resources, unlocking areas, leveling up, get this whole skill and perk tree, everything was just really addicting. So I can definitely see why you and Shaishan beat this over a weekend. I think Hopfrog and his team did a tremendous job with this game, especially since it's his first project, and I applaud them for creating such a fun and addicting game. However, I feel like with what they've learned from developing Forager, they should there's still a lot of improvements they can make, and similar to what we were saying earlier, the events, the combat, really fine-tuning everything. And I honestly, with what they've learned and experienced, I would love for them to actually tackle multiplayer, but from the ground up. I know the story why they didn't do multiplayer, mostly because it was crashing the game, was buggy, and Hopfrog just didn't feel like it wasn't, he didn't feel right with releasing the multiplayer, especially if it was half baked, which some current game companies that I won't mention should probably take a page from them and actually not release it until it's finished, but that's another video for another time. But yeah, I think if they were to add things such as more events, unique side quests, fine-tune the combat a little bit more, I really think if they were to tackle the farming and crafting game genre, I really think they could make something like amazing, like game of the year contender in the farming crafting genre. So I believe in them and their Hop Frog and his team. I know they can use this as a stepping stone for greater things to come. But with that said, I am giving Forager a 7.5 out of 10. It was a fun game. It was a fun experience. And of course, there's still room for improvement, but they really did a great job with this game.
So very fun. It felt like what I said before. It felt like an appetizer instead of like with a lot of filler inside of it. I mean, it's a nice short game, but it's very repetitive. I didn't feel like there was no direction to what to do. You just got a list of things. It's just a to-do list. But that's for most survival games. But this one was very tedious. Like a lot of trying to guess what to do. Like for the first couple times, you really don't know what you're doing until you get like kind of a hang of it.
Right.
But I really enjoyed the game for the first bit. But yeah, I mean, it felt like the developer, because it was like a one person, right?
It was
Initially.
one person, and then he got a couple other people to help him out.
Oh, okay, yeah, but okay, yeah, it's like a little passion project. Like it's nothing. It's not something they hate, but it's not something you would compare or put a list on top 10s.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a good it's like one of those hidden gems where you're like, oh, it's just something entertaining that you found. Very fun. So I give Forager a 7 out of 10.
Dang.
Dang.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Final thoughts. For the indie survival game that it is, the game had way more to offer than I initially expected. Yeah, I didn't think I would have been enjoying the game as much as I had. And I loved everything about it, and just like how easily you could pick the game up and then just put it back down. I really liked that. And I still play Forager to this day. Everything about the game to me was such a delight. And I gained so much pleasure from watching all of my hard work flourish from, just a small starter island to this giant automated idle metropolis sort of thing. Whatever it is now, I don't really know what to call it. It's a disaster, but it works.
It's your disaster.
It's my disaster. It's my beautiful disaster, and I love it to bits. But I thought it was kind of cool how the developer threw his story in there, because knowing the developer's story and it sounds like all the hard work and love that he put into the game, it allowed me to kind of appreciate and respect the game a little bit more in every little detail than I already did. So good job, Hop Frog. I give your game Forager a 9 out of 10.
All right.
Whoa!
Let's
Wow!
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with that said, Forager gets our final average rating of 79% or 39.5 out of 50. So this go around, everyone's scores were kind of up
Sounds
and
like
down.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah. Soul gave it a 7, Nakuso gave it a 9, I gave it a 7.5.
Wow.
Shaishan gave it a 7, and McMahon gave it a 9. So you can kind of see, like, some people really loved it. Some people were like, it was good. It was good. Some problem.
Wait, Shaishan, I have to ask, man. If you didn't try and 100% the game, would your score be any higher?
Yeah, probably.
You probably
Well, I also had a lot of issues. I had a lot of other issues, but those are like just technical.
Technical problem.
I gotcha.
Couldn't handle.
Yeah,
It couldn't handle itself.
I think it would still say the same, to be honest, because there was like, I still had the same feeling at the beginning, so I would have probably gave it the same score.
Okay. That's
100% it was just for me being like, I'm gonna do it. I don't know why. Flex. Yeah, I'm trying to flex real quick.
Oh my god. Bonus mystery question time. Bonus mystery questions were prepared ahead of time by everyone here, but no one knows who or what will be asking the question. Now it is time to spin the wheel of mystery. So I'm spinning it now. You probably can't see it, but when you see the video, it will make sense.
Oh no.
The bonus mystery question asker is... Gosh. Oh! Why did it have to be me? Literally, the the wheel landed right between you and me, Soul.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Gosh.
Oh, so you both asked half a line of your question.
Half a question. It's just like maybe like 1 pixel. It's on my side.
Oh,
Oh God.
Well,
yeah, I will.
See this.
I'll send to you after. This is gosh dang it. Okay. Well. Okay. Before I ask this question, I just want to state that this is just for fun. There doesn't mean it. There's no intent behind it. It was the first thing I thought of. I don't know why. But yeah, here's my question.
Why am I scared all of a sudden?
If you were stranded on a deserted island and there was no food on the island anywhere, nothing edible, which of your body parts would you eat first? This hypothetically speaking, of course. We don't support cannibalism on this channel. This is just a question. Nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, desert island, no food. You need to pick which of those body parts are going away first in your stomach.
You mean no resources or anything?
No. It's literally an island, nothing there, no trees.
Devoid of life, no fish or anything.
No, there's sand. And there's water. But
I
yeah.
think the water is drinkable at that point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, which of your body parts would you eat first? So I'm gonna go set up a timer now. 60 seconds. I didn't even think of the answer myself, so I don't even know what I'm gonna say.
Well, crap. Depending how small the island is, probably just the legs. 'Cause there's no point.
Dang. The legs, like a straight like chicken thigh, chicken bone.
Yeah,
Rip your own leg off and start. Okay, interesting.
just there.
Okay,
Oh, I'm not gonna rip it. I'm just gonna like,
little nibbles.
just yeah. I mean, what else do you want? I mean, there's only one lonely tree on that island, right? So
Yeah, no, there's one lonely tree and it's a 90-degree angle and it's dying.
what's the point of using?
Honestly,
What's the point of using that tree for cooking or like hacking off my leg?
I mean, like beef jerky, right? You could like hang the you can hang that intended body part to dry. But again, my knowledge of beef jerky is coming from Don't Starve, so don't even take my word for it.
But yeah, I think I'll just go for my legs first.
All right, that's a good answer. I can respect that.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, if I'm not that too willing, I'll probably just like starve myself to death at that point.
Dang, not commit to cannibalism. But
No,
the question does say which of your body parts would you eat first? So you have to actually pick something.
It's true.
So legs?
Yeah, the
You're
legs.
a leg person. Okay, all right.
All right, next.
All right. So I'm not a cannibal, but
Same here. Yeah,
That's how
put
he
in this
starts.
position.
That's how every serial killer starts their introduction. I'm not a cannibal, but okay, go ahead.
well, Tommy described that the island, doesn't have any food on it. Has a tree,
90-degree angle. It's dying.
90-degree angle. That's dying, which is fine. And there's salt water. Well, luckily there are fish, specifically like salmon and stuff, that lives in salt water. So in order to actually get bait, I would cut a piece of my thigh because thighs carry a lot of fat and also muscle. It's also a good resource of not really having to worry about cutting into a huge vein that may or may not lead to bleed out.
Dang,
So
that's
I would
smart.
use that as bait as for the fish. And after catching the fish, instead of cannibalizing and eating myself, which I don't condone, by the way, I would then use the fish guts as bait and then accumulate a fish farm just like in Forager.
Wait,
hold up.
What is going on here?
Let's roll this back. The question is, which of your body
What?
parts would you eat
Yeah.
first? Would you eat first your own
Oh.
body parts?
All right. Let me back it up.
Yeah. What is
My
this?
thigh. I'll eat a piece of my thigh to see if it's salvageable for the fish. You didn't say I had to eat. You didn't say I have to eat the whole body.
Yeah.
part.
I just said eat first. First.
Yeah. Oh.
If you don't bleed out, die from bleeding
Nah.
out first.
He's brought
No,
he's brought
piece
he's
of
brought a
my thigh.
chart with him, so he knows what to avoid.
Yeah. A piece of my thigh.
Oh my god.
So, hey, I would eat a piece of that and then live.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Then usefulness with the tree. I can actually escape with the right resources. The tree is at a 90-degree angle, which actually will make it easier to pluck out from the ground.
See,
Okay. Hey, there's a loophole. So
yeah. See, people are saying, "Oh, there's a tree's at a 90-degree angle," but they're not saying why is that tree at a 90-degree angle.
great.
no.
But still, that still doesn't answer the question, though. You still got to pick a part to eat. But you pick thigh. Thigh
How about
guy.
thyroid?
Thyroid.
There we go. That's a part.
What part
So
is
it's not
that?
my fourth thigh.
What is a thyroid?
Should look it up.
Thyroid.
Oh, nation.
A gland that stores hormones and regulates the heart rate and blood pressure.
Oh,
Are you
boy.
sure you want to be eating this thing?
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
gland.
my throat.
Thyroid hormones are essential for the function of every cell in the body.
Yeah.
It's at your throat. It's not even near your thigh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you need to go back to enemy class or something. No, so I don't think I'm supposed to go.
All right. I'm glad we all took human anatomy.
I'm like, want me to say quads or something?
No, thyroid is good. That's a good thing.
I don't know. Do you ever say my hamstrings or something?
No, I just like how you went from thigh and like I'm gonna avoid every single like major blood vessel, and then you go for the thyroid.
Yeah, if I can't go for a thigh, I have to go for the next best thing, the thyroid. It has the same name.
It's like 0
It has
to
the same name
100.
structure.
Okay.
Hey, if I can't survive on my fish, and you want me to eat a body part, I might as well take a body part that won't cost me horrible. I mean, I think I would die before.
I'm pretty sure if you rip that thing out, you're dead.
Yeah, see, at least with Soul, he has to experience the bleed out. At least this will be pretty quick, you know.
Okay.
You know what? He's right. He's somewhat right about that.
Jeez.
No one's right in this question. We're all wrong.
So if I rub out my thyroid, is that kind of feeding my?
It is a body part. It says it's located at the front of the neck and below the Adam's apple.
Yeah. So if I eat the thyroid, if I eat it, it'll just go back into place, right?
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Still work.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a game of operation. Oh my god. All right.
All right, next.
Okay. So all of you bring very interesting answers. Soul with his legs, and then Noxo going from thigh to thyroid, 0 to 100. But Noxo does make a good point. See, for the deserted island, his whole philosophy about eating the body parts that will, that are non-essential is a good idea. So what I would do, I would work my way up because I've seen enough, Hollywood magic, because, Hollywood movies are 100% correct. I've seen enough Hollywood movies where you really don't need the lower half of your body. So if you start with each of the toes first and you just work your way up, you should be okay. If it gets pretty bad, you can also go for little fingers on your hands, but not the whole finger because you still want to be able to grip things just in case. But yeah, you're trying to play the long game. You want to survive long enough to where possibly a boat can appear. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But yeah. And then to really hammer home the idea of organization of your food, you can also hang the pieces on that 9-degree angle tree. Can really help organize what you should eat. Kind of like those pill, like when people have those pill cases, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that whole thing. You can do that with the tree. So you can just hang the body parts and you'll know what day to eat them on. Amen. That's I mean, right? That makes sense.
Actually,
it's a sound strategy.
If you really want to go a little bit farther.
Yeah.
No.
Is this in the Forager world or no?
To be honest, I just said a stranded desert island with a 9-degree angle tree.
You could maybe just plant your body parts and grow more.
Oh, that's genius. Yeah, that could work. Auto generate body parts.
Then you could lock your lock your body
in a vault,
so it could keep eating it, and then when it grows back, when it's done planting, it'll come back to your body.
Dang, auto generating the cannibalism.
I'm not a cannibal, but
oh yeah. By the way, this is just in theory. This is we don't support cannibalism on this channel.
No, we don't support cannibalism
at all. Sorry, I should just say in real life, just in general.
Same here.
I'm not sure what Shai Shen thinks, though.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what usually Shai Shen has a pretty convoluted answer, so
he has some crazy ones out
there.
We'll
see what he says. So yeah, that is what I would do. Start from the bottom to top. Work your way up, if you know what I mean.
Okay. What is this question? What is this question? I would probably go for my left leg.
All right, it's very specific.
Oh, it's why is that? You have your dominant leg, but you really need your hands to do things, especially when you have to. Like a lot of survival techniques need 2 hands. I'm pretty sure.
Last time I checked. Yeah. Well, what about the people who survive just using their feet, or what if they don't have arms?
Well, you haven't heard from them, so
you don't have.
Really, they haven't survived.
It's like
it would be like a leg. Oh, my plan was I need to figure out how to chop off this leg. So I'm gonna bleed out in the water. I'll get a shark to eat my leg, and I kill the shark, so I got a leg and a shark to eat.
Dang,
that's the plan.
Okay,
like that.
But it's my leg.
That's the plan. But is that how it actually plays out?
No, I think I'm just gonna get the whole eat it. I don't know, because you wanna like build fires and like find food and stuff. Oh, you need legs. Change my mind. Left arm. Hunting, because you need to hunt and you need to run. Because what if there's a tiger after you? You got one arm. You can do things. Okay, left arm. Left arm. I changed my mind.
That's
Is,
fair.
is the process still the same? Are you still gonna jump into the water and get
Yeah,
your left
same
arm?
thing. I'm gonna get my arm in.
That's badass.
And then you're gonna kill the shark, right?
You kill the shark, and then you eat the shark with the arm you had. It's like a double meat thing,
Dang.
Double meat.
like an Arby's double meat sandwich.
That's smart. That's like a stuffed meal.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
crap.
There we go, like a stuffed turkey
Yeah.
That's
with a shark in
genius.
your arm.
See, that is why you 100%. You have efficiency. Dude.
Get me out of here, next. Get me out of here.
Okay. Man, I don't know if I could top that. So I was also going to say left leg, and I'm sticking to it. So like right above where your kneecap is where I would amputate. Yeah, I would find something to cut it off, maybe find some twine and then cut off the circulation or whatever. So then, maybe find like a rock or something and then just
Oh my god.
chisel it off.
Goodness. Oh jeez.
Yeah, and then I would eat it. Obviously, I'd want to cook it first. I would cook it.
Yeah, make sure you cook it.
There's
the one
health
thing.
hazards for raw meat.
Yeah.
So.
At that point, with a fire going and everything like that, you have the resources to cauterize, stop the bleeding. I would not.
What?
Knowing that I just amputated my own leg and started eating it. I don't want to be alive anymore. I want to die. So my plan would be to eat my leg, bleed out,
And just
wait to
die.
It was just for the question. I only ate it for the question.
I did it because he asked.
The only problem.
I don't
The
wanna
only
live
problem is
after
there's a
that.
coconut tree next to you and you still ate your leg. You got berry. You got berry
Sharks in the
bushes.
Water. Whatever. No, I don't want it. I just ate my leg. I don't want to be alive. Are you kidding me? Get me off this planet.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fair. That's commendable.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out like that. I don't care.
But is it really cannibalism if you're eating your own body part?
Is it? Well, that's just
I don't know.
recycling.
I don't know.
It could be
Define-
resourcefulness. I don't know. I'm not down with that.
Define cannibalism. It says here, the practice of eating the flesh of one own species.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
it counts.
works out.
So it's not. No, it's not. It's not a
Wait, wait.
practice. We're doing it for survival.
But it says here, cannibalism, according to Wikipedia, is the act of consuming another individual of the same
Oh, another.
species.
Okay.
Good.
So who
Good.
to believe?
So it'd be like drinking. What would you call it when you drink your own pee? So you're not
Bear Grylls?
cannibalizing. Yeah. So you Bear Grylls. So you're not
Not
cannibalizing.
Bear Grylls. Yeah, so it has to be the act of consuming another
Yeah.
human. So
But here's the thing.
Oxford language.
So
is
the idea
wrong.
doesn't sit well in my head, and I don't know if I would ever, get used to that thought.
I'm just thinking like
I'd still rather
you're not
die.
even. You're on a beach. You're on an island, right? But you're like on a beach, but you're in like Honolulu, so it's like a block away. Oh no, I'm stranded. Well, gotta eat my leg.
there's no other way.
Yeah. There's like a McDonald's like a block away if you just walk like a couple feet.
You got people just walking along,
Yeah,
just watching you.
You're on a hiking trail.
To be fair, it just says you're stranded on a desert island.
Oh,
So
deserted.
They,
All right.
they didn't say where the island was, what was next to it. And then the other point of the question was there's no food on the island itself.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there's sharks in the water. You can eat
So,
them.
Yeah. So it's just like a sand dune.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, though, you still have to eat a body part because whichever your body part.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. All right. So Shaishan's left arm, McMahon, your left leg. But
That's correct.
right above, was it right above the kneecap or something?
Right above the kneecap.
All
Yeah.
right, all right,
I don't know.
good,
I
good.
feel like that would hurt the
Oh.
least. I'm not really sure.
No,
So
no.
we
Just-
try.
yeah.
I'll try it out and let you know.
Like I
Let me
could
know.
have said, I want to eat my own head. I eat my own brain, so
I
just
mean,
make it.
that can work as long as you leave your brain intact.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Right.
just eat around it.
Eat my heart,
Oh
and
my
then boom, I want to
God.
live through this.
And remember, this is hypothetically speaking. It's just a question. We don't support cannibalism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't. Bad.
Like FBI hit list now. That's it. Oh my God. So that concludes this episode of Video Game Book Club. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, everyone's links to their YouTubes, Twitches, Twitters, social media will be in the description box below if they use any of those. So yeah, take care. Have a good one. And we'll catch you in the next episode of Video Game Book Club. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.